Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's the past, present and future of your love life. And so as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that because in that part of it is going to be the future part of it. So I'll do the same as I've done for the past and the present and the future part of it, but I'll also be pulling out a timing card for that future part as well, if you want to know what's headed towards you. If you're interested in that deeper dive, towards the end of each of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box in the comments below, and that's where you can also find your timestamps to jump ahead to your reading. So which one would you like? This is a timeless reading, so whenever you get into it, it's good, by the way. Would you like the crystal? And that's with the floating on air card and the regret card. Someone got regrets. Should someone have regrets? Or would you like the flowers? I meant to pick one, but they both fell off, so here you go. And that's out with the play card and the soul connection card. Does that feel right for you? Or would you like the shell? And that's along with the irresistibility card and the differences card. Take your pick now. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell as well to hear more from me. Enjoy your reading. I'll see you in there. So if you chose the crystal, and this one's for you. Crystals, let's get into your past, your present and your future of your love connection. The person that you've got on your mind, the person that you clicked on this video for. Into the past, present and future. Now, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is the future part of it. So if you find that the past and the present is your story, could be a story, you might want to get the future part of it for more in that extended reading. And so if you do, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for it in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get into the past first of all. Whoa, no, let's get some general cards out first about what this reading is about. It's about memories of the forgotten self, memories. The corners of our mind. Okay, it's about memories. It's about the past. Memories of somebody, or it could be memories of someone else. In fact, let's see. Patience. Oh no, the dreaded word, patience. You happen to have patience at the moment. Oh no, remember that time you were patient and it didn't work out and it was all for nothing, and what a waste of time that was. That's what it could be about, this reading. Hey, let's see, something about patience. What's that? Wild. It's part of you that just wants to break free is what I think. Or just go wild or just do it anyway. There's this feeling of having to put a lid on it at the moment, calm yourself down, not go in with all your passion and all of that. And that might be really frustrating. It's feeling frustrating to me right now. Okay. Oh, okay. So this reading is all about patience and it's some memory of the past. Okay, so let's focus on the past now. The past of their connection, Crystal's connection. Hanged man, waiting around. The hanged man is all about waiting around. You waited on this person before, did you? Seven of Wands, something about competition. Queen of Cups, you're the one that they love, but competition with someone else. Seven of Wands. Protection, no, it's protection. Okay, it seems that we're talking about third parties here. Waiting around because your person is trying to protect you. You're the one that they love as the Queen of Cups, but it's like they are expecting a fight and protecting you, your connection, this relationship from whoever's going to fight about it because they love you. Queen of Cups. This is past energy. They might still be in that energy now. The Hanged Man, so yeah, you were waiting, you were hanging about. So your person has come towards you, but not properly, not fully. Like, they approached you, but not properly, not fully. So left you hanging around, just left you hanging on. It's like they want you, but they don't. They're leaving you up in the air. They've left you up in the air here. Approached you enough to have you hanging on, but not enough to actually be in it. tell us why this Hanged Man. Tell us why Hanged Man. Tell us why Hanged Man. Ten of Swords and Awakening. I mean, they've got to have an ending. So, Ten of Swords is about a painful ending. Something is ending in their life. They've woken up to it. They woke up to it before. So in the past, they've already... It's not like this is what they're doing now. This is past energy. They were in this before. I think you guys have been waiting on someone to end something here, and they've been about to end it over and over again. Someone could have been drawing them back in. Awakening is about the start of something new. Like, yeah. It just feels to me like this person is going through this ending over and over again. And perhaps whoever they're having their ending with is drawing them back in somehow. They've got some kind of hold over them where they draw them back in. Your person could be someone that does the right thing, you know, does things by the book. They could be a very loving and caring person. Yeah, you've got the Queen of Cups there, and that's the way that they're seeing you. But I think they're trying to do right by everyone. They could be a people pleaser, and they get drawn back into it. Maybe someone is like putting it on them, and they're trying to sort it out, trying to keep people happy and trying to sort it out. Feminine energy. It's a feminine energy that they're doing that with. So yeah, feminine energy keeps on drawing them back in. I think to sort it out, something like that. They get drawn back in. I think they're dealing with someone quite manipulative here. Toxic feminine, manipulating perhaps their emotions or holding things against them, you know, just bringing them back all the time. So this could be a recurring thing. You're waiting for this person, you feel them coming, and then it doesn't happen again. And you're like, but is my intuition off or what? Because... And this is confusing to me as a reader, because this feels like current energy, but it's definitely about the past, because I'm asking about the past, which makes me think this is a recurring thing, going around in circles kind of thing. I feel like your person is going through this breakup over and over and over again, and somehow getting drawn back into it, not fully releasing themselves. Meanwhile, they've started something with you, but not properly either. Queen of Cups, Seven of Wands, but they're protecting you, you see? They're protecting you from this. That seems to be why they're holding back and not fully coming in with you, or they weren't back then anyway. I'll see what it is about now. What tells why the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Wands is here? It's like they love you. Seven of Wands again. They're protecting you. Protecting you. Why? Three of Cups, the third party. Protecting you from a third party. Why? What's up with this third party? Justice. It's an unjust situation. The truth isn't coming out. Someone's lying to them. You see that sword is down there. The truth isn't coming out. So they're a liar. They're being lied to. Someone very manipulative. Four of Swords. Trying to heal from that. Yeah, they're trying to heal from it. Okay, so there's the story. I'm going to put some of these back. So it's just about this justice, right? With this third party. They're trying to manage it themselves. It doesn't feel like they're doing a very good job of managing it themselves. Something that they keep on getting drawn back in. It could be justice system stuff as well, you know. So that's what it is. They're trying to protect you because they love you so much, Queen of Cups, that they're trying to protect you. So it's like your heart kind of thing. You're not one of these people. I think they've just been dealing with dodgy people, right? And they think like, I can't bring dodgy people into the Queen of Cups life, into Crystal's life, because they're not dodgy. And yeah, they might not even want you to know that they've been dealing with people like that as well. You may know, might be in a completely different league. But they might be in a completely different league now. It's got slow but steady after that. So, Yeah, it feels like they're getting there, but it's a very slow process. Like I'm saying, I feel like they're getting themselves out of this painful situation over and over again, get pulled back into it, perhaps persuaded. I feel a manipulation there. There's obviously lies going on as well. So yikes. Okay. So this is the past energy. I'm still feeling like they're in it still. This same energy, playfulness. So they have a good time with you. Laughter is the best therapy. You give them a reprieve from it. They like being around you because you make them laugh, and it's a reprieve. They've got some heavy stuff going on, and then they're with you, and it's all like fun. And it's healing for them to be around you. What else? Oh, of course, this is the past energy, so it was healing for them to be around you. And what else? Open up to change. So they were slowly opening up to change. I think your person was spending some time with you here. They kind of started something, but not really. You could tell that they loved you, but they hadn't told you so. And they were having fun with you. And you could tell there was something more there, but they weren't making that move. And it's because they're getting a reprieve from this horrible situation that they're in. They're trying to get out of. They've been repeatedly trying to get out of, but they keep on getting manipulated back into it. And you've helped them choose that change and open up to that change and see that there's something better ahead, and the lightness helps them heal. The lightness of being with you helps them heal. So you've been part of their process, kind of using would be wrong, but they kind of have been using your energy to help them through. You've been a great help to them in the past there to see that they can be different. They can be different. It can be different. They can have better circumstances. There's regret in family here. I mean, that speaks volumes, right? So they're committed to someone. They perhaps had a family with someone. They regret it. And no one wants to say that, right? Because I used to say that after my divorce, and I used to say, but I'm glad that I chose that person to have kids with. And that was just kind of me trying to convince myself, I think. I am not glad, because he turned the kids against me and told them that they didn't need to speak to me anymore and caused that rift. And so I'm not saying that anymore, and I think your person here is regretting who they had family with here as well, and that sucks because we would never not want the kids to be born, right? Of course we wouldn't, but we can regret who we had them with. Yikes. What else? So we've got family involved here as well, third parties, kids, perhaps extended family as well, really regretting it. Nothing they ever did was enough. Nothing is never enough. No matter what they gave, it was just never enough. That's what I was getting here, is that they get drawn back in by being asked to do more. It's like, well, if you just do more, then it would be okay. And so your person does more, but it's never enough. They can never do enough to sort it out. It's a losing battle that they're in. Anyway, they want to have this new adventure with you. They want to have a positive relationship. They see that a positive relationship is possible with your energy. Well, they saw that in the past anyway. Past energy, honesty is essential. Okay, if your person hasn't been saying much, it's because it's very important to them, for them to tell you the truth. It's important to them. And so if they would rather say nothing than tell you a lie. And if they can't tell you something at the moment because it's embarrassing and perhaps they're ashamed of it, then they will say nothing. So I feel like your person might have been shut down in the past. Okay, so tell us messages from the past. So what did your person want to tell you back then? Divine counterpart. They knew that you are the divine counterpart back then. So they had this inner knowing about you and the spiritual connection that you've got early on. They'll come back for you. That's what they wanted you to know back then. They probably didn't say it to you, but they're always headed in your direction. Yes, making you wait. Yes, but that's because of their process, right? They're doing the best. They're emotionally unavailable. So unable to take their relationship further back then because they were emotionally unavailable. Too much going on. Being pulled apart. by the regrets of the past. In that process of letting go of it and being manipulated and trying to end it so that they can be with you, right? And it's complicated for them. More messages from back then. You're the person of the dreams. So they know that this is going to be a positive relationship with you. They see that. They dream about you. There's a third party. No shit, Sherlock. There is a third party. I know. He's come out in the cards already. But thanks for being clear about that. I don't know what I want. You see? They are susceptible to being manipulated by this person. Because of that. They might be being convinced by that person to stay, to work on it, to try it out. If they just do some more, but they do more and it doesn't change. Going around in circles, I think, your person, and you're hanging around waiting for them, and they keep you waiting now. They want to keep you there because you're divine counterparts, and they know it, right? They're coming back for you. They want you to know that they're on their way to you. So what's going on at the moment? What about your present? Got strength. Someone's gathering the courage to do something. Being strong. And King of Swords. They're clear about it. Got clarity. The King of Swords. King of Swords gets rid of things. Chops things out. So, person is gaining the courage at the moment to make a move is what it feels like, and to be courageous and to speak their truth and to be very clear on that and very firm on it as well. Serious about this. Tell us why the Strength card is here. Not too many. Tell us why the Strength card is here. That's still quite a lot. Yeah, 7 of Wands. Protecting you. 7 of Cups, making choices. The universe is helping them out. So they're completing cycles at the moment. The universe is helping them out. They've got a lot of choices to be made. It feels like choices like work, where they're going to live, that kind of thing. They could be getting their independence here. 7 of Wands, protecting you from that. They want to protect you from it. Still, you see, that's why I put that card back, because I knew it was going to come out again. I knew that we needed another 7 of Wands in there, and it not for both of the 7 Wands not to be in the past there, because I thought it's in the current energies, and sure enough, it's there. So, gaining the strength and the courage, and the universe is helping them as well. So the universe is on your guides, of course. The universe is on our heart side, it's on love's side, always. 7 of Cups, making choices and protecting you from that. Making choices to protect you. Making choices to protect you. Shielding you from things. Wanting to be with you and you alone. Making choices about that. Do you need to be somewhere else? They need to distance you from this. They need to distance themselves and you from this person, but there's family involved, so they can't do that completely. Yeah, they're having to make choices to be able to shuffle all of this, to be able to manage it all. How it will work. It's tricky for them to integrate. How can they be with you and their family at the same time, certain ones of the family, while protecting you and your relationship from the toxic ones of this family arrangement? And yes, it's a nightmare for them. How can they do that? Gaining the courage to do that. It feels to me like they're setting a plan here. King of Swords, getting clarity on that. Show us the 3 of Pentacles, because I'm feeling the planning here. The 8 of Cups, to walk away and to walk towards you, okay? So they're gaining the clarity to do that. They're making a plan. This person has got like a get-out plan kind of thing, or that's what they're putting together at the moment. I just want to get the 3 of Pentacles out to confirm what I'm getting here. The Hierophant and the 10 of Crystals. Wow. They're committed to the happily ever after with you, with building something with you. They're committed to that already. Right, so they want to build something with you. They're clear about that. I'm getting stronger that they want to walk away, walk towards you, but do it in some kind of a way where there's a protection element from it. So I don't know if you're going to be living in a gated place, gated community or something like that, or if they are like, So you got privacy is what I'm getting. Not that they're going to attack you, so you need to be in a gated community, but so that you've got privacy, so there's that buffer, so that there's a bit of distance between you guys and them. It feels to me like they're negotiating at the moment about perhaps children and stuff like that. Teaching, the learning how to be clear on all of that and be more forthright and more empowered. So the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, very empowered, right? And they say how it is, what the boundaries are, and being clear about it. I think your person's learning empowerment here at the moment. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes. It might appear like you've got the same energy at the moment here, and some of it is similar. They're keeping you hanging around, but this is very different energy than the past. This is they're gaining the strength, they're getting the plan together and about to make a move is what it feels like. Yeah, on the verge of it here. They might have figured something out now. It's kind of good that the planning card didn't come out, because I was saying that, but this suggests that they've already made the plan. They're so committed to building something with you and committing to you. They're committed already. That's what I heard. Committed already. When it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So they could have people around them at the moment that are telling them that they're wrong for this, but they know that they're not wrong because they know it's in their heart. And that's what I said before, is like the universe is on your side in this, because it's always on the side of love. And how do we know what is love? Well, it's what's in our heart. It's not what is in our ego. The universe isn't going to back us up in our ego. And so the games that the third party is playing now, it's not going to back them up. That's going to backfire on them. If they're pure in their heart and it feels like they are here and you are too, that is, the universe is on your side. Friendship. Your friends at the moment, nurture the bonds of friendship. They want to be your friend at the moment. So that they're trying to keep you around as a friend at the moment and keep it at that level while they make this move. But they are committed to having that happily ever after and building something with you. Tell us more. Crystals. Be real. Getting real about it. I think your person was in fantasy before. I think they thought that the universe was going to step in and sort it out. And I think perhaps your person's got a spiritual nature to them, and they were perhaps praying for it, and just thinking that something magical will happen. And then back down to reality, like they've got to do it themselves. They're being real about it now. It's like, no, I've got to sort this out. I've got to stand up, be the King of Swords, cut this out, stand up for myself, tell them how it is, sort something out that's workable, and then perhaps even use lawyers and the justice system to enforce that. They come up with a reasonable plan of how to balance and integrate their family thing that allows them to have a life with you as well and build with you. Then if that's reasonable and they put that forward to the courts, I'm sure that's going to be accepted. I think the King of Swords is saying that they're doing something the right way now to stand up for themselves. What else in the current energies? Self-love. They're loving themselves now, you see. They didn't expect love for themselves before. It feels like they were people-pleasing and all that kind of thing, trying to placate everyone else, trying to give everyone else what they want, and they forgot about themselves. They forgot to do it for themselves, and now they're loving themselves. It's like, no, I deserve this. I work hard. I love hard. I deserve this. I deserve to be loved back. Got communication. They are planning on communicating with you, what to say and all of that. The person feels like on the verge of it. They're going to get all of their ducks in a row. Not that you can really do that, but as much as they possibly can, and then make the move towards you. This 8 of Cups is that movement. Planning what to say already. Practicing it perhaps, what they're going to tell you. What else? Floating on air. When they think about coming towards you, floating on air, like we're going to be so happy together. They're dreaming a lot about you at the moment. Yeah, dream come true. You're their dream come true. They're dreaming a lot about you at the moment. They're getting excited about it. It feels like it's about to happen to me. And that's the energy that they're in. Like, this is happening now. They can see it happening now. It just felt like a pipe dream before. It felt like they were in their imagination. And that, like the universe was just going to do it for them. But now, being real, they're doing it themselves, realizing, they need to actually make a plan and sort this out. And if that person isn't being reasonable, they have to come up with a reasonable plan themselves and then go through the court systems. Choose love. They're choosing love. They're choosing love for themselves now. They're choosing with the heart. They're choosing you and back to what you love. Reevaluating their desires, what it is that they want from life. There could be a turning point in life at the moment. Reached a certain age, or perhaps the children have reached a certain age or something like that, where they're like, okay, I can have what I want now. Especially for those that kind of, some of you with someone that is in a relationship with the father or the mother of the children, or a child, because of an unexpected pregnancy, and they might have taken that very seriously and committed to that person because of the children. So could be that. What do they want to say to you? This is a destined connection, destined to happen. Like that, they are always pulled back to you. They might have tried to let you go and thought, no, I'll just stick with this. It's family and everything. I'll just stick with what I know. But they keep on being drawn back to you. The heart wants what the heart wants. And this is a destined connection. Divine counterpart was what came out for the first card of what they wanted to say to you in that past. So this is like destiny. They dream of you. I was already getting that. They do dream of you. See you together in your dreams, you guys. I wish I could turn back the clock and do things over. Oh, they wouldn't have had a family with that person. They wouldn't have, I'm telling you. And I know it's such a double-edged sword when we have thoughts like that, because it's like, oh, I shouldn't think that, because of course you wouldn't want to turn back the clock and lose your children, would you? But yeah, they wouldn't want to have their children with that person. So they wish they could do things over. They wish they'd met you long ago before. Like when they were ready, when they were ready for that relationship that they were in, they wish that they met you then. I will find my way back to you one day, they're saying now. One day. Hopefully that'll be soon. They'll find their way back to you one day. Long distance. Feels like this has been taking a long time, like they've had a long way to go to get to you. Our story isn't over yet. So much hope. This person has got so much hope, right? So there you go. If that sounds like it is your story or could be your story, then you might want to get the deeper dive and find out what's coming in the future. I'll also be getting a timing card out for the future as well. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, you won't receive the email. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. So do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment and click on that subscribe button and that notification bell as well. So if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flowers, then this one's for you. Flowers, I'm going to do your past, your present, your future love reading here. About the person that you're focused on at the moment, the one that you clicked on this video for. So let's get some general cards out first. There will be an extended reading to this, which will have the future part in it. So that if you find that the past and the present is your story, it could be your story, you might want to get the future part. The future part of it will also contain a timing card as well. If you're interested in that deeper dive, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get some general cards out first about what this reading is about. What is this reading about for flowers? What's this reading about for flowers? The awakening. Aha. Aha. It's about the rebirth of something, an awakening. Put that over there. Starting again, perhaps someone coming back. Talking like a reunion kind of a thing. Someone could be waking up to their feelings. Realizing what their feelings are. Generosity. It's about generosity. Your generosity, perhaps of letting someone back in. Feels like your generosity. Let's see. What else? Opportunity. You got an opportunity to learn something here. Perhaps something that's been cyclical with you and someone else. Let's find out. The past. Tell us about the past. Past energies for flowers. Six of Cups, reminiscing, is the past card itself. Tell us about the past. A reminiscing kind of an energy. Of Hierophant, commitment, and the Sun, happy, being happy in a commitment. Committed and happy. So were you guys committed to each other with someone, with them before, and happy, and then something went wrong and you parted ways? Someone's reminiscing here on the past. When you were happy and you're committed and it was working. Tell us why the Six of Cups is here. Reminiscing. The Wheel of Fortune. But things changed. The wheel kept turning. Open to growth. Okay, so we're talking about a couple here. You have been together previously, perhaps in a committed relationship as well, and very happy, or headed toward commitment at least. Committed in your hearts to each other. The Wheel of Fortune. But things changed. We'll always head toward like learning and growing, right? So the things, we can't get stagnant. Life will always move us toward the next lesson, and sometimes we can get on different paths and away from our relationship, but then come back to it after we've learned something. I'm getting here that the universe has kind of moved someone along. Perhaps it was them, perhaps it was you, or perhaps both of you at the same time, toward other lessons, perhaps other people to get those lessons with, because you couldn't get those lessons, or you weren't seeing those lessons clearly together, and then you're coming back with this person. Healing energies behind that, and discernment about choices. Oh, did someone have an affair? Did you both have an affair? I feel like you guys were together perhaps a long time ago. It feels to me like this is about healing your choices. So someone made a poor choice to be with someone else. To heal something, yeah, to learn something about themselves, but there's some kind of grass is greener on the other side feeling that I'm getting from this as well. It's like, well, what did they do that for? I feel like some of you have got an ex here that moved away from you, and you always knew that they were your true person, and like you're just kind of waiting for them to come back. Could be talking about twin flames here. That's what the Six of Cups card could be about, twin flame soulmate. You could be certain that they're the twin flame and soulmate, but they've gone off with someone else, or they did in the past, and you're like, what? Well, we were happy. What did you do that for? The Sun and the Hierophant. You're committed and you're happy. What's that all about? Now, it might not have been them that went off with someone else. That could have been you that went off with someone else as well. And you could be wondering why you did that, you know. It was a bad decision. Perhaps, I don't know, perhaps there's passion missing in your relationship. And then you went outside of the relationship for the passion instead of trying to get the passion back in your relationship, you know, working on it. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is like waiting for that perfect timing. So let's get another card out. So there's happiness when you were committed, waiting for the perfect timing for what? What's this Three of Wands here for? Page of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So someone was paying you attention. I'm feeling more and more it's like it's you now. Paying you attention, the Page of Cups. You Queen of Cups, you were open to receive that loving. So someone came in, you were waiting, kind of waiting for something. Maybe you'd ask the universe, like, to bring in more love. You were content, you were happy, and committed, but then something was lacking, and then someone, Page of Swords, someone externally started giving you some attention, and your heart wanted that Queen of Cups, you're accepting it. And I don't know, perhaps you thought, or them? I don't know which way around it is this, but you'd have to like fit it into your, this is just the energies that I'm picking up on, right? And I can't tell which it is, but like it could be both of you, that you just kind of went off in different directions to learn something. Unlimited possibilities, so you got a lot of options, or they had a lot of options. Yeah, so someone's kind of watching them, paying attention to them, that they've liked that. They've liked that attention and that love that's coming in, perhaps from something that felt lacking, or perhaps just that it's nice to get a lot of attention sometimes, you know what I mean? It seems strange though that it's the Sun and the Hierophant so really happy and committed together, like there was a lot of happiness there. This could be a different scenario as well. Let me just tune into this. So past energies, a soulmate has come in, Six of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. You weren't expecting it, but it's kind of a stroke of luck. You've been healing yourself and making better choices, and someone comes in, piques your interest. You were happy and committed, so what is this happening for now, you were saying in the past? Someone's giving me attention and it feels really good, Queen of Cups, and I want to let that in. Three of Wands, it's like I've been waiting for this and I've got unlimited possibilities. Maybe the universe is telling me to go in this direction now. That's what the past energy felt like. So you are in a committed relationship and then someone shows up that is like, they're my twin flame. Or the other way around. Someone else is in a committed relationship and you show up and they're like, twin flame. Soulmate. I wasn't expecting this, but I have been healing myself and been making better choices. I was happy in my commitment, but they're giving me attention and I really want this. It's lighting my heart up. There's unlimited possibilities with this person. Yep, we've got here in the past some kind of, I don't know which way around it is, you're going to have to fit it in your story, but got one person that's committed to someone else, and someone else has come in, and I don't know if it's like a third party, if we're talking about you two as a couple and a third party has come in, or you've come in, or they've come in, but it's that scenario. We've got a love triangle going on here. Tell us more about the past. Balance. Ooh, okay, balance. Right. Now, when someone's got two people, this is what it can be sometimes. There's something lacking in both relationships, but having both of those relationships at the same time balances it up. When I was married years ago. I got married when I was 26. I got divorced when I was 30. And it's the only time I've ever cheated on anyone. I had one affair when I was in that marriage, toward the end of the marriage, of course. And I'd never do it again. I'd never have an affair again. I'd just leave the relationship before I did that kind of thing. But I was young, you know, and I was married and I had kids, so I stayed in it too long. Stayed in it longer than I would have if there hadn't have been those commitments and stuff. Anyway, when I was having that affair, I realised that I had a lot of, you know, self-awareness at the time, even not the same level as I have now, of course, but I had some level of self-awareness at the time, and I realised, and I told my lover as well this, and he dumped me for it. I said, you know, you're the only person that's keeping my marriage together. And he's like, what? I said, you're giving me what he's not. You're the only person keeping my marriage together. You're adding the bit that is not there in my marriage. I can only stay with him because I'm with you at the same time. It's like, that's it. That's not what he wanted to hear, right? He also, when I broke up that marriage, he wanted to be with me, but I already knew. I already said, and I said to him, I can't, because you're not all of it. If I get together with you, I'm going to have to find someone like my ex-husband to be with for that balance. And that's what you've got here. I don't know how this all fits in, but the third party, the person that's coming in, is a balancer. It might feel like a soulmate because this is the energy that I want, but it's a balancer, a balancing situation. Neither are right. Neither are the right person. Neither are the soulmate. They've both got something missing. But hey, if you find someone, it's a combination of both of those people. That's it. Push through any insecurity. Insecurity could have been keeping you, or whoever I'm talking about here that had the two options, in the committed relationship, instead of going toward the other one. Insecurity. It could be something deep inside about like their subconscious realizing, or your subconscious realizing that they're not all of that. They're not all of it, you know. Whoever this reading is for, whether it's you or your person or the third party, someone has to realize here, and perhaps everyone needs to realize in this situation, all three of you, that you can have it all. You just need to look for, all of you need to look for a person who is all of it. I've got three people here that are not matched. None of them are a match to each other, but all are a little bit of a match. And yeah, but not the whole shebang, not the whole story. Anyway, this is the past energy, you might know. But there was that open energy. Why? And why was that soulmate card there? Because it was what was missing, right? When there's a match to the energy, so you're in a relationship, you're happy enough, but there's something missing. You're not really addressing that, but your energy is. Your energy's like, I really want that thing. Then it shows up. Someone pays you attention. You open up to it. Your heart says, yes, yeah, I want this. So you convince yourself that they're your soulmate, and they're not. But you convince yourself that to try and make it all right. But really it's just, no, this is just the thing that's lacking, you know. So soul connection and healing, right? That's where I was getting that it showed up for this healing, right? And the choices that you make, discernment, that's what it is. It's all about discernment, making choices and healing energy. So someone appears as a soulmate, but what really is behind that is healing. You need to see that this insecurity that has you go into a relationship that's not everything that you want, but you're settling. You don't need to settle. This is a lesson about, or back then it was a lesson about settling. Don't settle. Don't settle. You deserve to receive. You deserve to receive commitment and fun. Oh, there you go. That's probably the mix. I don't know. I'm going to read it like it's you that's experienced this, right? So you wanted the commitment, yes, and you wanted fun too. Well, you can have that in one person. You're that, aren't you, in one person, commitment and fun? Well, you can have that. But I think you had a commitment with someone that's not fun and a dalliance with someone that was fun. You can have it all. You can. Just need to go out there and find it. What else? In the past. Be authentic. Could be your true self and do something for someone. Interesting. Do something for someone. It could have been something like that, because that codependency card nearly came out then. So it could be that you like doing things, or the person liked receiving from you, one of them. Let's get some messages. I don't know who I'm getting them from here. The messages from your person. You're going to have to just like take it whatever your person is, because it could be one of two people here in this situation. Messages. Childhood wounding is influencing my actions, says this person. And please don't move on. Someone wanted to keep hold of you here. Probably the commitment person wanted to hold on to you. Feel terrible for hurting you. I still have growing to do. Oh yeah, so maybe you were the receiving one. Maybe it was someone else. I don't know. I'm getting a mixed bag on this. I'm getting that some of you are one of those three people. Whoever went to a third party here feels terrible for hurting the committed one. Still have growing to do. Please don't move on. Wanting to stick with that. We're all about childhood wounding, right? Okay, so confusing for me as a reader, but I'm sure it's not that confusing to you. Let me know in the comments how it is. So what are the present energies then for flowers? Present energy for flowers. Let's hope this is clearer for me as a reader. Make my life easy. Like clearer as to which character you are in this, what it is for you. Too many. Present energies for flowers, please. There we go. Three of Swords, heartbreak. Ouch. Hearts are breaking. I'm losing bones. Probably need to go out and find someone that's all that and a bag of chips. All that and a little bit more. There we go. The Knight of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Walking away from the one that gave you love. Ooh, both of them. Okay. So, yeah, Knight of Cups. Walking away from the one that gave you love, even though it breaks your heart. You know, it's not it. It's not everything. It's not everything. Yeah, this is hard, isn't it? And I get it. When I was in that third party situation, the only time I've ever done that, this is why I wouldn't do it again. It was very hard with both of them. It was hard. I was emotionally connected to both of them, of course. There was a level of love with both of them. But I can also see, looking back, that I wasn't loving either of them properly, and I was hurting them both, and I was hurting myself too. That's why I wouldn't do it again, because it was just a mess. Three of Swords, a heartbreak energy right now. Ace of Crystals. You put work into a relationship. Perhaps you tried to fix one of the relationships as well. Perhaps a committed relationship. Ace of Crystals, putting work in. The Knight of Wands, but there's like passion coming in. Oh, this is, you know, you're always going to get brought back to it. If you've settled in a relationship, you will always be enticed out of it. If you've settled and they're not everything that you want and your heart's still yearning for something, you can bet. You know, it's like going on a diet and starving yourself of some nutrients and saying, no, I'm not eating that. You can bet you're going to crave it. You are going to crave it. And it's... Instead of putting work in to try and continue settling for what it is that you don't want, you need to realize what you've done is created a Frankenstein. The people and the options that you've got, if you put them together, that's what you want. So go out and find all of those things in that one person. Write down what each person has got in that, the positive things, and then go, yeah, I need one person with all of that in, because anything else is going to be heartbreaking, and they are available. What is behind that is slow but steady. Take your time with that process. I think you need to change your mind about this, flowers. That, yeah, just get yourself out of that settling mindset, or that you won't be calling it that. You'll be like trying to make a relationship work and working at a relationship. If someone hasn't got what you need in a relationship, that's all right. It's not that they've got to fix themselves or work on it. It's just incompatible, right? There's just some people that have got like just different wants and needs and relationship patterns and that, and With these two knights here, I'm thinking like there's a lot of temptation around, and there will always be a lot of temptation around. Now, some of you are dealing with someone like this. You're trying to stay in and work on a relationship with someone like this that is getting tempted. And I'm sorry to say, you're not all of that in a bag of chips to that person. They've got different needs in relationship than you, and then that you want to provide in relationships, and that's all right. It reminds me, like, I went out with this guy, and we just had like the way we did relationships. To me, it wasn't even a relationship, and to him, it was, because that's the way he does relationships. It's like that's nothing like a relationship to me. We don't do relationship things. It's just completely different on completely different pages, and it was what he wanted. I could beat that, but I was frustrated in it because it wasn't what I wanted. It was way less than I need in a relationship. And so I don't hate him for it, and I didn't think that there was something wrong with him or he needed to change. And I'm sure that there's a lot of women that would be compatible with him, but not me. It's not me at all. Four of Swords. There's some healing that needs to be done. Some healing that needs to be done here. And healing is about like changing your mind and realizing you don't need to put up with these things and fix it, and you don't need to stick around. You need to see, especially around choosing. That's what it is, the healing and the choosing. It's all about the choice of the person. There's nothing wrong with you and there's nothing wrong with them. It's all about the choice of the person. You need to realize what it is that you're choosing and get, all of it. All of the important needs that you've got in a relationship need to be in one person. Home is behind that. Something about home life as well. I'm definitely getting this feeling like torn between stability, commitment, and not having your needs met, all of your needs met, and drawn away between to another person or situation where you're having the needs that aren't being met in that relationship met there, but they don't have the commitment or something like that. And it's just like, what a dilemma, because you don't want either of them. That's why it's a dilemma. You don't want either of them. You want to find someone that's got it all, and you need to realize that you deserve that too, because that's what you are for, right? There's compatible people out there for us. Imagine if, put it this way, imagine, right, if I hated doing tarot and it's like, oh my God, I've got to do tarot readings and I really hate it. I really want to work at a hospital, and you work at a hospital and you really hate it at a hospital and you really want to be a tarot reader. And imagine if we both carried on with that, taking each other's jobs, taking your job, and that's ridiculous, isn't it? Well, there's probably someone out there that's with your person and thinks like your person's wrong, like it probably is wrong for them. And meanwhile, you're with someone that's wrong for you, and both telling yourselves this story that you can't have what it is that you want. Well, what about setting yourselves free so everyone can have who it is that they want? There is a match for you out there. Let's find out more for the present. Well, I don't think Flower Story is an ongoing thing from my past. Pick a card, which is interesting. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Now, when Cupid's arrow strikes, and it's striking with knights are the ones that have got a little bit of something in them, right? The Knight of Wands got that passion that you want. The Knight of Cups got that romance that you want, but they don't have it all. They're not kings, they're not emperors. So when it appears that that Cupid's arrow strikes, you're like, oh, the universe has brought me my soulmate, because I'm feeling something for this person. You might be feeling something for that person because you are vibing of what you're lacking at the moment. So, in other words, you're feeling like you're missing on the romance or the passion. That's the energy that you're putting out there, conscious of it or not. You're not putting it on your manifestation board. It's not on your vision board. But you're putting it out there because it's in your heart, right? I want more sex, or I want something more exciting, or I want romance, and I don't have it. So, you've got that energy in you. Someone comes along. The Knight of Cups comes along, all romantic and stuff. And you're like, it's my soulmate. It's not your soulmate. What makes you feel that connection is it's a match to the energy you're putting out. Now, if you were single, completely single, without anyone in the picture, the energy that you'd be putting out was all of it. The romance, the passion, the stability, the commitment, all of it, right? And then you'd light up when someone who is all of it comes along. Well, you'd probably still light up for the Knights too, but not in the same way. Make sense? So when you think that Cupid's arrow strikes and you're given a gift from the universe saying that this is the one, you need to be really aware of what you're vibrating, what you're putting out there, what your vibration is, what it is that you're yearning for, because that is the match. That's what's showing up, and it's not enough. Knight of Cups isn't enough, and the Knight of Wands isn't enough. Unless you plan on, poly, whatever it is. If that works for you. I'm presuming that it doesn't. I don't know whether it works for anyone. Know your worth and know your love. Know your worth. You deserve to have it all. Know that you are loved. There's someone out there that is looking for someone like you. Or someone out there that should be looking for someone like you but is settling for multiples of what they don't want as well. You are loved. There's someone out there for you that's your perfect match. Know your worth and you deserve to have that. Go out looking for it. But know that when you're settling, you mess up that vibration. When you're settling, when you're keeping someone around. So, it feels like you need to make a break for freedom here. Yeah, I know that when you're settling, you're keeping someone around, backup plan, or until someone else comes along. It's messing up your vibration. Because when some things are being satisfied in you, you're not vibrating those things the same. You're not asking the universe for those things because you've already got them. They're not going to be part of the mix. You need to give yourself a break so that you can get really clear on what it is that you want, all of it. Get back to yourself, just you alone, by yourself, and then you'll know everything that you want and you'll wait for that, right? Respect. Respect, self-respect. Respecting what you have to offer in a relationship. Knowing that you deserve to have that. Imagine being in a relationship with yourself, someone just like you, someone that has as much to offer as you. That is what you're looking for. What else? Using. Yeah, I'm getting a feeling here that some of you are still hanging on to someone who isn't it for you. Set them free. And put it this way, why should you keep them out of the arena when there's someone looking for them, someone that's right for them, someone that would make them truly happy? If they're not your person, you're not their person either, so let them go. Don't use them. Could be someone out there that delights you. Oh, yikes. Someone wanting revenge. Okay, so maybe someone, maybe there's another aspect to this too. If you set yourself free, you're afraid that the person that you're committed to will take some revenge, or the other one as well. Someone got some gnarly energy here. Bit of fear there going on that someone will want revenge. People do turn. You only know you love her when you set them free. True colours come out, right? You get to see who they really are. I heard someone say that we should get divorced at the start of a relationship, because if you can handle the divorce together, then you should be together. Divorces aren't pretty. Be in the present and dream of the future. That's your advice. Be in the present and dream of the future. So, again, I don't know who I'm getting these messages from, but let's get a message from your person, whoever your person is. There's obstacles. Message from Flower's person, whichever person we're focused on right now. Obstacles. I wish I could give you more. Yeah. So someone does want to satisfy you, but they know that they're not making you happy, and that's a frustrating place to be. I know I was in a relationship. It was a beautiful relationship, but it wasn't it. It wasn't everything, and we both realized that. And I broke it up in the end, and I said, you know what, we're not heading in the same direction here, are we? I'm ready to move on. And he said, I knew that this conversation was, I knew this was going to happen. He said, I've been feeling this coming on for 6 months now. And it was kind of disappointing because we were quite happy together, but it wasn't everything. And just for us both to realize that it's like, we're not perfect for each other. We're not what each other are looking for, even though it's really good. It's not everything. And I think that's why your person's out here. They want to be that, but they can't be that. Like, we can't change ourselves, can we? Just got to be ourselves. I'm planning on reaching out to you, they say. Is that the other one? Another one. I need time. Twin flame. Twin flames planning on reaching out to you, but they need time. Secrets and deception. I'm getting a lot of third-party stuff going on here. Maybe you and another person as well. A twin flame too, perhaps. It's all very complicated. This is a very complicated reading. Let's leave those out. Okay, so if it sounds like that is your story, it could be a story, and you want to find out what's happening in the future, then you might want to get that deeper dive read for the future part of it. I'm just going to do the same thing again, and let's see what's coming up for you. I will also be getting a timing card out as well. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, you won't receive the email. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. So do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flowers, and to the shell. Click on those flowers on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there, leave a comment, and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell as well. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell and this one's for you, let's do your past, present, and your future reading about the person that you're focusing on, who you clicked on this video for. Now, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that. That's going to be the future part of it. So past and present is going to be in this video. So let's get some general cards out first. If you are interested in that deeper dive toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get some general cards out first. This reading is all about empowerment. You stepping into your power in this situation. Saying what it is that you want, perhaps. Speaking up for it. Perhaps confronting someone. Or speaking out, speaking your feelings. Unique. Someone is uniquely right for you here, and you know it. They're your person, and you know it. What else? Whoop. Turbulence, but it's not easy. Yeah, it's really easy. You know, if something is really worth having, it's going to be work to get there, right? Things don't just fall into place when it's something. Like, for those really good stuff. It's like when people say, oh, you're so lucky with your business. And it's like, it wasn't luck. Like, I've had my business for, 22 years. It's taken a lot of work and a lot of years of not being that successful at it, right? And it's the same with relationships, too. It's like, it's not luck. It's not luck. The best things are the turbulent. It takes turbulence. It takes work to get there. So don't be worried if things aren't just like falling into place, because this is not Disneyland. We don't live a fairy tale. Okay, so the past energies. Past energies. For you and your person. Shells past. Seven of Pentacles. So, you've been putting some work into this. Investing into it. Investing your time and your heart and your attention into somebody. And the Death card, something needing to end so that there can be a rebirth. So wanting something to start here. So you put investment into it. Tell us about this Seven of Pentacles. So you invested in someone here. Getting to know them, perhaps, and investing your time and energy. Like, you know, this person could be right for me. I think I will spend some time getting to know them, or be focused on them, or maybe be stalking them on Facebook a little bit, getting to know them as much as I can, finding out about them. King of Swords, getting clear on them, putting myself in front of them to see if they want to get to know me and get to know that I'm right for them. I'm pretty sure that I think I'm right. So I'm just investing. You invested. So you invested in someone here somewhat. This isn't like getting into a relationship and then deciding to commit or anything like that. This is investing in getting to know someone, or you're just spending the time to be there, to be around, you know, to, yeah, just put yourself in front of them and all of that kind of stuff, and paying attention to them. And because turbulence, because this isn't going to be easy, right? But there's just something unique about this person, and you feel like that this is your person. So there's some kind of roadblocks there. Yeah, something needs to end, but still you felt to invest in it. You're clear about that. Something needed to transform though. So yeah, it wasn't all smooth sailing, but you still felt to invest anyway. Other people perhaps would have said, no, you can't invest there. There's no point because there's that roadblock. But you're like, you know what, this person is right for me. So yeah, there seems to be a roadblock there, but I don't know, it just feels right. So I feel like it's the right thing for me to do, to invest in this. Death card, but something needed to end. What is this? Marriage. A marriage needed to end. So that's what I was thinking. So your friends and your family, or whoever you're talking to about this, is probably saying, what are you investing yourself in this with this person for? They're married. Oh, like, are you trying to break your own heart or something? And you say, but I know, but but I think they're right for me, and I've got feelings for them, and I think they've got feelings for me too. I think we're right for each other, and they're uniquely right. It's not just like I'm picking some random person. I still think it's worth investing in this, even though I am well aware investing in someone that is in a commitment with someone else. I don't know. It's going to be tricky. I know it's going to be tricky, but I think it's going to be worth it. It's behind that healing energy. Perhaps you could see it in them as you're investing in them, that they are going to get out of this marriage, that it's not good for them. Oh, what a tricky position to be in here. So this is your past energies. Sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship for it's truly sacred. So you're feeling like you've got a spiritual connection with this person. They're married to someone else, but you can see the signs that that isn't working, that they're not with the right person. You think you're the right person, you're investing in them. You're clear on that too with that King of Swords energy. That's definitely your energy and not theirs. I'm sure you're getting signs that kind of that it wasn't all one-sided, huh? So some kind of a sacred union they've got here, and you're feeling it, and to you it's worth investing in. So you're going for it. You're like, yeah, my heart's saying yes to this, but it's more than your heart, isn't it? You've invested in this, so you're like, you got to know them perhaps as a friend, and you're like, you know what? This person is compatible with me, the feelings are there, the love's there, seems to be getting out, or should be getting out of this marriage because it doesn't seem to be working for them. They don't seem to be happy in that person isn't a good match to them. Yeah, I think you've just like made a decision, an executive decision here to go for it, to invest in this. Well, good on you for having that clarity. I wonder how it's going for you. There's differences between you, but not really. But these two matches, they're not that different, are they? So you've got slight differences between you, but it's nothing major. Commitment. Well, you certainly know, if they're already in a commitment, that there are somewhat want commitment. There is that. Could be the kind of person that likes to be in a committed relationship, you know. Like to be settled down, a homey kind of a person, yeah. Homebody. Suits them best to be in a committed relationship. But still, I'm just getting this as like you at the moment. There's openness there. So you're feeling this openness from them, or you were feeling this openness from them, like, yeah, you're pretty sure that this is reciprocal. Letting go and old wounds. So there's something about perhaps you're not being that different from them. Old wounds, perhaps you're seeing your old self in them, and you know, you could have let go of a commitment too. You could have been married, and you could be seeing yourself in them, like who you were when you were married, and you were getting out of that. Could be a rerun of that kind of thing. It's like really recognizing in them the stage that they're at there. It feels quite mature, this. Even on the face of it, everyone would be like, you know, if you were presented with this, say, you know, in a board game or something like that, a friend comes up to you and says that they're investing time with this person that's married. What would be your advice? A, tell them they're being crazy, they're breaking their own heart, and get the hell out of there. B, what a great idea, carry on with that. You know, everyone's going to say, like, you tell your friend, hell no, don't break your own heart, you know. What are you doing? They're in a relationship with someone else. They're choosing that. But this seems to be quite considered, this one. Like, you've really considered it. Still, I'm not really picking up on their energy. I'm picking up on your energy. You're taking a chance on love. So you've decided it's worth it. Because this, you see, you got the unique card there. So I'm feeling like you've looked and you've looked and you've looked. And you might be very picky about who it is that you want. Be very specific about who it is that you want, you know, the character and all of that kind of thing. You found this person and you're like, this is it. Love endures, so you're sure that love will win out. Well, let's get some messages from your person at this time, back here, at this point where you were kind of investing to find out, getting to know this person and kind of deciding, yes, I'm going to stick with this one, even though they've got a pretty big roadblock there. You've seen something in this and you want to go for it. Someone that you could commit to, right? So let's get a message from them to you at this point in the past. It's quite lively. There's something I'm hiding from you. Oh, you're getting to know them, but there's something they're hiding. So they're only showing you what matters. It's water under the bridge. It's something from the past that they're hiding from you. They don't want you to know their past. Oh, they might not have wanted you to get too close because they don't want to know what they did, in the past. So, your person at this point was aware that you're interested in them, aware that you're investing in this, or interested in you too. They're hiding something from the past. They might be a little bit afraid for you to find that out. They might think that you would run a mile if you found that thing out. They wish they could take it back, whatever it was in the past. This is not something to do with you. This is something could have been long ago past. I don't know. Did they commit a crime or something like that? You won't know because they're hiding it from you. Well, this is in the past. They were hiding it from you in the past anyway. They miss you. So you spent time together. And when you're not there, they miss you. That's how they felt in the past. Okay, so what's going on now? So how has this progressed? How interesting. What's going on now? What's the current energies? Did they get out of that marriage or what? They're getting out of it now? What's going on? Ace of Pentacles. Wow, great big offer. This could grow into something big. Queen of Pentacles. And the Knight of Wands. Right, so they're all passion and you're all stability right now. They're all passion, your stability. They want to start things off. It feels to me like they could be out of whatever they were in. If they're coming forward as the Knight of Wands towards you, they've got all this passion. Yeah, it feels like they've got a single energy now and they want to give you this big offer. No, so yeah, it feels like they've got out of that marriage then. Good job. Well, it was worth you investing then. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, because of the Ten of Swords, going through a painful ending. And there it is. The painful ending. They want to offer you this big offer. They want to get into a commitment with you. Tell us more about this Ace of Pentacles. What is this offer? Don't want someone to offer something just because they've got out of something painful. The painful ending there. What is it? The big offer. The Two of Crystals. They've been weighing things up, considering their options. Tell us more about this Ace of Pentacles. What do they want to offer? Two of Wands, deciding to take action. They want to build something with you. Yeah, Ten of Crystals, that's better. So, this is the consideration of an offer, right? With the Two of Crystals and the Two of Wands. They're weighing up their options here. Making decisions. Ten of Crystals, they want to build something with you for the happily ever after. The Ten of Swords, because they've got out of something that's painful. So the person's very much in transition at this point. They do want to make you a big offer here, but you know, the first card out, Ten of Swords, that's not ideal. This is not someone that's completely over what they've been getting out of yet. Two of Crystals, Two of Wands, they're still in the process of making up their mind, making decisions. Not that they haven't made up their mind to go for this Ten of Crystals, I think they have, but the other things around it, you know, when to and how to sort it out, and you know, just the peripheral decisions around that. This is a person in transition, right? Emotional releases, what a relief. So it's a relief. They're getting out of this. Ten of Swords, painful ending, headed toward that. So your person here has decided, yeah, you are the one that they want to build something with, give a big offer with, and they've got out of that thing that wasn't right for them, that marriage. Sorry, not think. It's definitely a marriage there with the Four of Wands there. And it's so that they can have this new start. So they're on the same page as you. They've realised, yeah, Shell is the person for me. They've got the right mix too. I want to build something and build something solid. It feels like they want a commitment with you here. And it makes them emotional, right? I've had an emotional release to end that thing. So Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So here you are. You're stable. They're all passion. The Five of Cups. They knock some cups over. And yeah, this is like a reboundy situation here currently. You just need to be made aware of that, because with the when I'm asking, these are very, very positive cards, right? But when I'm asking about them, the first card that came out was the Ten of Swords. So right up there in their energy is the painful ending still. When I ask about that, then moving forward, with passion towards you, the stable one. Five of Cups, it's that I've knocked some cups over. I've made a bit of a mess, but it's a rebound situation, this. It might not always be that, but right now, they're reboundy energy. So if they come towards you right now, they haven't sorted stuff out. They haven't fully healed from it. They haven't got their stability yet. Page of Cups. There's a lot of wishful thinking here with the Page of Cups in their imagination about kind of a perfect future together. So yeah, they're manifesting that, but it's not grounded in reality yet. This is a person in transition right now. I just feel like there's another card coming out, and there it is. Six of Crystals. They want to reciprocate. It's getting more and more mature, the cards that are coming out. So they are in transition. They are moving toward that more mature kind of approach. From the Ten of Swords, I'm going through a painful ending, so I'm just kind of weighing up my options. That I'm making a decision, Two of Wands, the crossroads, and I want the happily ever after to build something with you. And then with this one, it's like the Five of Cups. Yeah, I've kicked some cups over. I've made a bit of a mess. People are hurting, and but hell, let's do this. Page of Cups, because I think it could be perfect together. A bit of wishful thinking there. To the Six of Crystals. It's a much more mature card. Like the Six, we can offer each other something, and really, reciprocal love. This could be a partnership, right? A partnership. So the one that they were in before, that marriage that they were in, wasn't a partnership. It wasn't equals kind of thing. Somehow one way, one person giving more or something like that, and it wasn't an equal. They see you as an equal, and that's probably why you were investing in it as well. It's like, this person's my equal. They feel like my person, right? So they're very much in the process of letting go still. Very much in the process of letting go still. Okay. But they're headed there, right? There's a maturing process going on, from a state of rebound to a state of maturity, ready to move forward with you. They're on the way. What else? Present energies for shells. Present energies for shells. Not a lot of noise going on outside. Sorry about that. Power tools. Cleaners next door. Scraping of chairs along the tile floors. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. You need to accept where they're at the moment, honey. Accept where they're at right now. You'll have inner peace there. So if this isn't causing you angst, you're like, oh, they've let go now. Can't they just come toward me? It's like, no, not yet. But honestly, you just need to let them go through this process of this maturing process as the letting go. Accept where they're at. There's no point in trying to change it or speed it up. It's beyond your control. Let them go through this process. Your person needs to go through this process right now. What else in the present energies? Attune to the divine. Someone's getting guidance from the divine. Both of you. Especially around the feelings. So tuning into their emotional guidance. Person might have been putting up with stuff, emotions, like negative emotions. You might have been doing that in the past as well, instead of choosing what's best for your hearts and what makes you feel really good. So, currently friendship, keeping it in the friendship zone at the moment would be good advice as well. I feel like both kind of taking this in a mature way, but there's a lot of chemistry here. A lot of passion for each other, a lot of chemistry. So, yeah, when you do get together, it's going to be really good. I just don't feel like it's yet. Hi. Wow. Lust. Well, the chemistry is there for sure. Someone's holding on to them. Someone doesn't want to let them go. A bit clingy. Perhaps the ex. You are irresistible to them. They've made some bad choices in the past, and they're realizing that now. They've still got some repercussions going on from their past, so they're still very much in transition. A lot of passion for you, though, a lot of chemistry, a lot of lust for you, so that is a driving force to speed them up a little bit. So, relationship patterns, how interesting. They've recognized the need for change, and that it's kind of they were doing something in relationships. So the person's got a bit of introspection here, a bit of a window of awareness of themselves, a bit of insight into themselves, what they were doing. Slowing down, they want to take this really slowly, and consider your foundation, because they want to build with you, right? So they want to take this nice and slowly, build it right, get out of the relationship patterns that they were in before. Did they dive into that relationship? Perhaps, I don't know. Perhaps they don't want to do that again. So how are they feeling right now? What messages have they got for you right now? I'm afraid of losing you. So we've got two speedy factors in here. They've got the lust kind of thing, the chemistry between you, that is wanting them to speed up. And they're afraid of losing you, that is wanting them to speed up too. But then they've got this, I want to build these solid foundations. I don't want to do it the same as other relationship patterns. I've made bad choices in the past. I want to do this slowly and right. They're afraid of losing you. So if they see signs of you like broken-hearted or losing interest or anything like that, that's going to bother them. What's this? I get emotional when I think of you. Make them tear up, and it's the joy, it's the emotion of joy. You know, when like you dream of someone, you think of someone, and you get teary because you feel just pure joy about them. You inspire me in so many ways. This is a beautiful relationship. I'm ashamed of how I treated you. So however they treated you in the past, they're ashamed of that. And it might not have even been that bad, but still. I just get this feeling like you really inspire them, and they want to treat you like a queen, and that's probably how they treat you now. And if they didn't treat you like a queen when they first met you, they're very sorry about that, because they realize your energy now. Feels like you're the empress. A lot of respect for you, hey? What else? I'm planning on reaching out to you. They're planning on it. Doesn't feel like they're quite ready yet, but they are planning on it. Good. What else? What else do they want to say right now? So much I want to tell you. It's about their feelings for you and all of this. They've been thinking about this long and hard, you know, and I don't think either of you have... I think both of you are going through this process, but not kind of sharing it with each other. And when you share it with each other, it's going to be, yeah, wow. Like how they felt at the start and how they felt since they met you and all of that. You're always on their mind. They can't stop thinking about you. Oh, this person's got it bad for you. And they're going through this process of a breakup. It feels like it's happened, but getting over a breakup is what they're going through right now, to be fully clean from it and start this with you, right? Is what it feels like. So if that sounds like it is your story, or could be a story, you might want to get the deeper dive. For the future part of it, I'm just going to do the same thing again, but for the future. But what I will do is get a card out, a timing card as well, for the future part of it too. Find out when that's going to happen. So how will this progress? Let's find out in that. If you want to come up with me to that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, you won't receive the email. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so do check in those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment and click on that subscribe button as well to hear more from me. Good luck with this, if this is where you're leaving me. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly.